Just wanted to quickly touch on the fact that this may be the first ever GDIME, and someone keep record of this. I'm sure there's someone out there keeping a tally. This may be the first ever GDIME where I'm not wearing socks, and I'm just wearing the Bemburies. And I don't feel good about myself when I look like this. But I only realized that when I sat down on the couch, and by then, it was too late. So we're gonna push on. Well, Elliot. Welcome to episode 16 of Graphic Design is My Elliot. GDIME. There was no GDIME last week. The happiest of Tuesdays to you all. It is truly Elliot time, and we'll pause for the thumbnail. That's what I imagine doing the thumbnail pause in my head every time. On the menu for today, the featured item of the week, the run report, and I have a course, but I'm not telling anyone about it. How many more times? All right. Hello, everyone. Yeah, good to see you. Good to see you. It is a beautiful, overcast, rainy fucking day here in Sydney. I've been sitting at the desk all day, just being like, you know, I have a YouTube video due today. It's due today. Will it be uploaded today? Nah. No, I don't think it will be. No, I don't think it will be. Nah. Maybe another 3 days. That's what my prediction is. I think I need 3 days to finish this video. This video has been such a slogfest. Jesus Christ. I am just like, I need to get it done so I can just move on with my life. I've been working on this video since pre-Japan, I think, which is ridiculous to think about. It's been 2 months in the making. Is it 2 months worth of work? No, it's like 2 weeks worth of work. It's just been like, I've been trying to get like back into things for the last 3 months, I swear to God. No regrets though. Traveling has been fun. But I really do need to get back on the horse. Giddy up. Hey. Ooh, awful. So we didn't do a GDIME last week, and I just wanted to apologize for that. I know, even though no one messaged me except my dad asking where GDIME was. I know that a lot of people care about this podcast, YouTube series. I know a lot of people care about this. Okay. And when I go missing like that, I'm sure a lot of you get worried. Okay. You're probably thinking, is he in hospital? Maybe he has, pneumonia. Maybe he's not well. Is he out of internet? Did he run out of data for the month? Is he just not doing YouTube anymore? And that's always a possibility, guys. You got to think about that. It's always a possibility with me. As we all know, I'm very good at doing something for a little bit, falling over a little pebble on the side of the road, and then taking 10 weeks to get back into where I was before the pebble. Okay? Very good at doing that. That's me. That's all. That's me, baby. Literally was going to do Design Chef. First week of November. Yeah? What day is it now? The 28th? The 28th? 4 weeks later? And I'm thinking of moving Design Chef to January? All because I got a little bit sick while I was in New York. Okay? So that's what happened. It was also, last week was production week. Okay? Big week of editing. And usually GDIME, although the episodes aren't very long, for some reason they take the whole day to get done. Today's going to be a bit different. I'm gonna do a cheeky thing. I'm going to upload, because usually when I upload the video, right, it takes about an hour to upload. Australian Wi-Fi, okay? We've got to think about, we're uploading it to YouTube and Spotify, everyone, okay? These are big files, a couple gigabytes, okay? Got a lot of color grading, okay? And usually when I do that, the internet is so slow that I can't be bothered doing anything, and then I just play, Street Fighter, okay? So today I've got a basketball game. It's at 8:30 p.m. It's a half an hour walk to the game in the rain. Yeah? It's going to be awful. But I can use that time to upload this GDIME. So that's what's going on in the inner workings of my mind right now when I'm talking about uploading and saving enough time as possible, saving as much time as possible. Okay, because I don't want to I want this video done. I really do, guys. I really do. Oh, it would just be the best thing in the world if it was just done. I don't even know what the next video is. All I know is that the next video's deadline is December 13th, and that is too close, everyone. That is so soon. It's like a week and a half away. Maybe 2 weeks, maybe more. And it's just like, you know, it's like, fuck. This was meant to be, I had a soft deadline of November 14th. It's frustrating, you know? I haven't posted on Instagram in ages. It's frustrating, you know, but we're getting back into it. It's just going to take a little bit of time. And I'll have these moments of motivation where I sit down and go, prove them wrong. Who's them, guys? I don't know. But I'll just sit there and I'll be playing Street Fighter, and then I'm like, I should probably work. And then I go, prove them wrong. And I'll move to the computer and then open up NBA.com and watch the Wizards win today in the Tank Bowl. The Wizards versus the Pistons. The Wizards smash the Pistons. If you are a Detroit Pistons fan, at least you've got the Lions. Am I right? Cue a Wooga horn. That was a good joke. Anyway, I'm as is on theme for GDIME. I am working things out. Before we get further into it, let's do the featured item of the week. The featured item of the week today is my ass. Always wanted to take the piss out of that. Funnier in my head. And now that's out of the way, let's do the run report. Guys, we're back. I know it's been weeks of me saying, no run report. Guess who's done 2 weeks in the time of since the last GDIME, since the Ro Ramden episode, special edition episode of GDIME, which was a fantastic episode. Listen to it if you haven't already. I turned off notifications for subscribers for an algorithm hack, and it did not work. Check that out. But guess who did 2 runs? This guy. Guess who did 2 runs, has 2 L's and 1 T in his name? This guy. We went on a 12K run last Saturday. We did, I think I was running 5-minute 30 pace, nice and easy for the heart rate challenge. Wanted to stay in zone 2 and 3, and I did. Very proud of myself. That was good. And then today I went for a 7K run with my friend, and we did around 5-minute 30K splits as well. And I was able to hold a conversation the entire time. I was down in zone 2 the entire time, but I did a little sprint at the end, which was good fun too. So yeah, we're back. We're training for 50K in May, everyone. We got to do it. We got to do it somehow. Somehow I got to cross that fucking finish line. So I'm going to keep running. Even though all of you said, stop running. We don't give a shit about the run report. It's accountability for myself, and it's accountability for anyone out there who is keeping track of the run report. You have to keep keeping track, okay? So that's really exciting. Running is back. Running is back in season. It's on trend again. Yeah, it's trendy. It's fun. It's exciting. Yeah. Well, let's go running, you know? It's exciting. It's really, I do like it. Had that little bit of runner's high today, and I was like, yeah. I announced it to my friend. I said, you know what? I'm going through runner's high right now. And she was like, shut the fuck up. And I was like, why do I do this to myself? Anyway, that was fun. Yeah, so the next video is coming out soon, okay? Nothing to worry about. It is coming out soon. And obviously the TikTok design video, like I said, really shouldn't have taken this long to do. It's actually quite a simple premise, but we are definitely getting it done. I think, and this is something I'm sure I've mentioned before, but I'm really sick of working at my desk. I feel static, you know? Yeah? Like I'm sitting here and I go, every time I open the computer, Doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel good sitting here. It's great chair. Don't get me wrong. Great desk. But there's something about the computer. It's just I'm locked in. I want to go, okay, I've done an hour at the desk. Now I move to the couch. Now I move to the table. Now I move to the local cafe. Now I move to the park. Yeah? I can't do that with this piece of metal, this hunk of junk, you know? Static. I'm static. It's annoying. And I think it's time to accelerate the well, here's the thing. New York, definitely need a laptop. I'm not bringing this PC with me. These parts will sell for $1 billion. Thank you, Intel, for sending me a computer 2 years ago. Also, that was a great deal. Can I just say, looking back, if anyone needs a reason to bump up their prices, I haven't mentioned this in a while. I used to do it on a Twitch stream. I would tell people all the time, W rates. I did a sponsored stream with Intel, I think 3 years ago. 2 years ago, probably. And they said, you can have this computer, this really good computer, but you can only have it for 2 weeks to do, and you can do a stream with it, and then you got to send it back, and we'll pay you $1,000, okay? And I was like, look, we can do better than that. We can do better than that, Intel. And I said, how about I keep the computer? And they said, well, the computer's worth like $5,000, okay? So that doesn't work out. And I was like, well, I'm not really. I think I replied a week late. This is probably bad on me looking back, because this event had a date. It was like a locked in date, and the date was getting closer and closer, and we were going back and forth negotiating. This is before I had a manager, so it was just me trying to work up confidence. And I eventually said, I'm not. I think the price is too low, and if I can't get the computer, I don't think it's worth it. And then I think 2 days before the stream happened, they replied. It was like a week after my reply, which was a week after the reply before. It was a lot of delayed correspondence. They said, fine, you can keep the computer if you'll do it. They were like desperate. They got to the last minute and they desperately needed it. The stream had around 50 viewers on average. It was the worst stream I've ever done in my life, but we got a really good computer out of it. And that is how you suck these companies dry. That's what you got to do. Have they ever hit me up for work since then? No, but there are other companies. Fuck Intel. I don't care. I fleeced them, and I'll proudly take that to the bank. But it's time to get a laptop. I think I'm going to get the new MacBook Pro with the M3 Max chip. I think that will get me like a long time, and that's the plan. I want it to last me all of the time I'm in New York. And I also will need it. I need to edit with it, essentially. So I need the big screen, the big power, because my Premiere Pro is fucking slow on my computer, even with proxies and everything. My edits have gotten a bit too extreme. And the footage is a lot of gigabytes because I shoot in RAW and in 10-bit, and I have to they color grade it all, and it takes a long time to render. So I need the good PC, and I think I'm ready to do that. So I'm I think I'm just gonna do it soon. Essentially, Christmas is coming up. Elliot needs a present. Okay, Elliot wants a present. So I'm just gonna do that, because I just can't. I can't work at this. I need a change of scenery. It's been too long here. I need a change of scenery. And going to New York, I was like, this is the change of scenery, and now I need to bring that back here somehow. God, I'm so excited to move. Word has started getting around here as well, so I really have to do it now. Like, I genuinely have to make the move. Like, that's the thing. It was kind of like, it was just our little secret, you know? And if I didn't end up going, then you guys would be disappointed in me, but you'd also probably expect that because I usually say things and then don't live up to what I say. However, now people in the improv community here know about it. Somehow word got around. People come, every chat I have with people now, I heard you're thinking about moving to New York. Huh? How did you find out? Who are the GDIMEs at the improv school? So yeah, I really have to do it now. Otherwise it's really embarrassing. Which is weird and it's strange because I was really like 30% going up until now. Just kidding. I've been locked in for a long time. Going there really, really sealed the deal. I miss it greatly, in fact. I was saying this the other day. New York is just, I don't know what it is. It's just, it must be a difference between like Sydney and New York. New York feels like a movie, guys. Not to be cheesy, but it does. You walk around and you go, is this real life? I was thinking that today. I was thinking, was that a real journey that I went? It feels fake. It feels like it's just a big set with a bunch of actors walking around. It's all just a big Broadway show. And maybe that's why I enjoyed it so much. Everyone's just so full of personality. I love it. It's just like, it's wild. Am I intent? Okay, God. Sorry, just before I filmed GDIME today, it was in like 10 frames per second, and I was worried we'd gone back to that. I was reading my lips, and I couldn't. It looked like something was off. But that's really exciting. No progress has been made into moving into New York. I had a chat with someone at a party about an immigration lawyer, and that's about it. That's about all I've done. Like I said, it's time to finish this video. We got to get that done. But yeah, still on the card, still very exciting. There's also a brilliant song. Here's a tangent. Prefab Sprout, which is a band that if you ever listen to the Design Chef Season 4 theme song, Looking for Atlantis is called the song. It's by Prefab Sprout. It's a fantastic song. Fantastic band. I love Prefab Sprout so much. I recently got back into them. I didn't realize they have a song called Hey Manhattan. Yeah, British band, Hey Manhattan. And it's a song about the magic of Manhattan. Okay? I cannot believe that I did not know that song existed until very recently, because you listen to this song, go listen to it if you haven't already. And it sounds like you're in a plane. It feels like you're in a plane looking over the city. That is how that song feels listening to it. Okay? Hey Manhattan, here I am. Don't you just feel that when I sing those lines to you? So that's the thing. You gotta understand. I have to go back because I need to listen to that song, but it's really been quite motivating. Prefab Sprout in general, I don't think have any misses. Seriously, just banger after banger. A truly quite incredible discography. Really a big fan of Prefab Sprout. I think Prefab Sprout have moved up to second on my list of favorite bands and musicians in general. Diggable Planets is still number one. They'll stay number one forever. I could listen to those albums, those two albums on repeat the rest of my life, and I don't think I'd get bored because I've been doing that. All of New York, I was listening to Diggable Planets. All the flights, I was listening to Diggable Planets. I can never get enough of those songs. They always interest me. I learn something new every time I listen to it. It's always something different. It's fantastic. Prefab Sprout's probably number two, I would say. Once again, I can listen to those songs on repeat. Gladly. I love them. Number three? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Probably A Tribe Called Quest. If I'm being... that makes sense to me. I would be content. I'll sleep easy saying that to myself, It makes sense to me. Alas, ELLIOT Radio December edition coming very soon. And yeah, it's going to be good. I'm back into music. I was off music for a little bit there. I'm officially back into music, and I feel good about that. I'm very happy about that. You know those months where you go, you Discover Weekly isn't discovering enough on Spotify, and you kind of get stuck, and you stop learning how to find new music. Easiest way of finding new music is just finding a new song that you like and then just listening to that artist instead of just going, that's one good song by this artist, I'm not going to listen to any more of them. No, you should actually listen to the album. That will probably help. And then you can listen to artists recommended. That's, you got to tell yourself that every so often instead of going, I'm so bored of the 10 songs I've had on repeat. How about you just go out there and do something about it? Okay? Do I feel hostile today? I kind of have an energy in my head that's like, listen, here's something else I've been doing, okay? I've been saying a lot of okay today as well. Also, would we like a GDIME Patreon where I upload one extra episode a month? No, I should actually just plug GDIME more. I should also hire someone to make shorts. I had offers and I just didn't follow up with anyone because I got intimidated by the amount of people, talented people, and I didn't want to choose just one, and I got sad. So I didn't do it, but I should. I need to get back on that because I would like to grow this. But once again, I feel like I can't do anything until A, I have a laptop, and B, this fucking video is uploaded. I did a. This is a fun story. Well, no, I mean, I think it's funny. I did a clowning workshop last week. Okay, clowning is a form of comedy it's quite individual. It's kind of just like it's you on stage with an audience, and you're just kind of vibing off what the audience is giving you. Okay, that's a pretty good way of thinking about it. That's how I think about it. You should be able to go out there with nothing and make something out of nothing. It's like improv, but really bare bones, just so bare bones. And very much about like connecting with the audience and doing stuff. I have to admit, I hate how much I enjoy it. I hate that it's called clowning because I just think of, Um, but it's not that. It's not. That's party clowns. Okay, there may be noses involved, squeaky noses involved, but it's more like your clown. Sorry to get all theater nerdy on you all here, but I think all of you really need to hear this. Your clown is like this vulnerable character of sorts, like it's an extension of yourself that you present on stage. And the whole thing is the clown doesn't know they're funny, okay? The clown is just being themselves and people are laughing and the clown's kind of curious. God, this sounds like such a wank. The clown is curious as to why people are laughing, okay? If the clown falls over and everyone laughs, the clown's just fallen over, okay? Shut up, Elliot. Stop saying okay. It's annoying me now. God damn it. The clown is vulnerable. The clown is soft, and the clown is really open with the audience, and it's a dialogue, right? And a really good way to put it. So the guy who ran the workshop was called Zach Zucker, who's a very, very funny comedian, very, very talented, very, very funny comedian. You might have seen him on TikTok under his character, his clown, Jack Tucker. Search him up if you haven't. Zach Zucker, very funny. And he showed us the physicality of the clown, essentially, like the clown pose. And if you're watching from the video, let me show you this pose. So it's on your knees, and it's this. Okay, and what you're doing there is you're telling that pose. That pose is telling the audience, I give everything to you. And it is he did it in like 100%. He was being so genuine when he did it. And he was joking around the entire workshop. In that moment, he was super genuine. And you could tell that he loved it. And I was like, fuck me, this is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. I cannot believe I'm doing this. But it does feel like that. It does feel like that. Anyway, a great way to recover from bombing, if you do a really bad joke in front of someone, is just getting down on your knees and doing that. Trust me, it works. Works really well. People love it. But yeah, I've been thinking a lot about comedy recently because of that. And I was watching some of my YouTube videos back as a form of trying to get inspiration, and I think they're quite funny. I think they're quite funny. I hope the new one's funny, but I really want to make the next ones funnier, like make them really funny. And it's tricky right now because I had some moments. There was a moment in that workshop, like a big part of these clowning workshops is that you're meant to like flop really hard. Like you should do something at one point that no one will laugh at. Like you should and really give it your all and commit to something really hard, and then just it flops and then you just move on. Flopping is meant to be like a joy because it means that you know that what you did didn't work and anything that you do will be better than what you just did. And I flopped really hard in like this dancing exercise specifically, really hard. Like I felt awful doing it because it flopped so hard, but I gave it my all. And as I walked off the stage, Zach just shouted out, "We love watching you flop, Elliot." And that, I think I should, that one line, I think I should base my entire comedy around that, right? I think if I do stand up again, which I really would like to after doing this workshop now, I want to flop so hard, like so hard that it's funny, right? Like just so, not even like in an anti-comedy kind of way and do like jokes that aren't really that funny, but like just be someone who really is really trying hard to be good, really cares so much about being good and what people think of him, and then just absolutely sucking and like, but really caring a lot about it at the same time. So it's going to be tricky to play like the line of like being like making that feel genuine and also a bit like distancing myself from it. But I think that's the kind of comedy that I really like and I'm good at. So yeah, that was a fun little thing. I do like that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's good to think about. It really is good to think about like kind of your clown if you're into content and stuff. Like what's your little character? You know, who is Elliot? Who is elliotisacoolguy? What's the thing? How do I connect? What do you guys see? What does the audience see? What's an extension of myself? Yeah. The kind of energy I'm bringing to New York, guys. Real dense comedy talk. Yeah, yeah, I think he'd said it's exciting though. It was exciting figuring it out. I left that workshop feeling really good and motivated, and then I just didn't do anything with that energy, which has been a real shame how I keep doing that to myself. But there's only a few things left in the video. It's I got to do the sponsored segment. I got to do. Oh, there's a music video that I want to. There is a music video that I want to film and add into the video. I just got to. Maybe I'll do that after this. I'll probably do that after recording this. That would be good to get out of the way. And then I want to learn color grading in DaVinci Resolve, which sounds, I don't know, that shouldn't be too hard. Maybe, I don't know. It's probably going to be very difficult. But good on me for trying new things. I'd like to get a sense of how to do it because I've been playing around with my footage and it's just not hitting the same way that my old footage did. I did something weird with the lighting. I think all of my shots are overexposed, and I really want to go in and learn how to do it and kind of use Premiere Pro for like the cutting and then move to DaVinci for the final touches up. But it's hard. It takes a lot of time. The music itself is taking so long. Adding the soundtrack, I got to do that still. And it's tricky. I get very picky, and I want to. It feels like I listen to every single song that I have before choosing the right one for each segment, and then I just move on to the next segment and then listen to every single song I have, even if I've heard it before, just to like remind myself. And it takes ages, but that is one of my most favorite things to do. But the graphics are looking good. All the assets are done. I did some AI stuff, which I thought was pretty funny with like. Photoshop's neural filters and like fucking with my face for some parts, which I think are fun. There's going to be like this kind of uncanny valley moment as well that I'm going to probably use AI to generate some really fucked up version of myself kind of standing in the corner. That's going to be like a little running bit. So there's a few little things that I need to add in that I think will really make the video funny and just give a little bit of like unnecessary effort, which is something that Ro and I talked about a lot last GDIME. But I think that'll be fun. I think that'd be good. Yeah. Let me talk to you about that third menu item. So a course of mine has been released. Okay. I think I was GDIMing when I was filming this course, or when it was at least near its completion, right? It's for a company called 21 Draw, who, funnily enough, do courses on illustration and drawing. Never graphic design. This is the first graphic design course that they've done. They hit up my manager, or he knew them, so he hit them up and was like, Elliot should do a course. They said yes. They loved the course. It's done. It was filmed a while ago, and it just got published last week. Yeah. It's a beginner's course it's a make your first poster course, right? It's for complete beginners. And yeah, I think last time I checked, like 300 people have signed up, which is, I think, a good number considering I've never talked about it. I haven't plugged it yet. And I think that's when the numbers will kind of really kick in. I should post about it. I should really post about it, but I haven't. And I don't think anyone in the team is listening to this podcast. I don't really care if they are, because there have been some very interesting developments. You may have seen a few ads pop up with my face on them and some graphics that kind of look like my graphics, but not really at all. Basically what they've done is to market my course, they've like gone through my entire Instagram feed. They're pulling out shit from like 2020, literally graphics that I designed in 2020. They're pulling out shit from that and then posing me next to them and being like, ta-da. And it's like, oh, they didn't, what? Like it's very confusing. I don't feel good about these ads or the way that they're marketing it in general. I look at them and I go, I don't really want to plug this, because if that's the thing, if it's anything designed, people think that I did it. Yeah. And I don't want my name or my face next to some of these graphics. Like it's not me. Like it's just not me at all. Like it's kind of me, but it's not. And they did this one. Let me see if I can find it for you. It was sent to my Discord server that I'm still gatekeeping. I'm about to. Jesus Christ. Let me see if I can find this for you. Here it is. Let's see if you can see this from all the way back there. Let me come up and show it to you. So it's this graphic here. Yeah. It says how to design posters like these. Have a look at those graphics in there next to me. Yeah. I'm going to tell you right now, everyone, that is not what we teach in this course. That's not it at all. Yeah, like it's comical. Who did this? Like, it's just, there's a image of Joji smoking. A good day starts with a good mindset. An AI, what looks like an AI generated girl in a bathtub, which is wild. That's it. Like, just this is people's work as far as I know that they're using as an ad, and it's like, once again, that's attributed to me. Like, if someone's work was in that ad and then they hit me up and they were like, hey, what are you doing? Like, what? I'm just so confused. What is that? What is that? So that's why I haven't really been plugging it, because I don't feel good about it. Like, I'm that really threw me when I saw that one specifically. And there's a few more that I've been seeing around, and I'm like, I don't like these at all. And the mature thing to do would be to talk to them about it. But I haven't, because I'm immature. So I'm going to keep it to GDIME and just vent about it on GDIME instead of making any actual change. But I'll probably post about it tomorrow. I should get it up. I am wanting to get back into an Instagram schedule, 3 posts a week. I would really like to get back into posting. I've got an idea of like making a carousel of like bumper stickers for graphic designers. I think that'd be a really fun project. Could also sell them. Maybe like I want to get more into writing. I've been reading a lot of like Gen Z essays and stuff, like written from like Gen Zers, and I'm like, I miss writing. Like, I need to do more writing. I think it's so much fun, and I do think that's what kind of like takes the cake from my work. I do have an article coming out, funnily enough, on Thursday, which is a bit of writing, which is the 10 funniest things that I've seen on the internet. That'll be up on The Guardian soon. I'll be sure to share that. That's a good little read, I think. I read it the other day. It had been a while since I'd read it, and I was like, that's still funny, which is a good tick of approval for myself. Yeah, I think that's, I'm kind of missing that. I think I that'd be a good stable routine to get into, 3 posts a week. That will keep the other things going. Because I've kind of slipped back into some kind of routine. And I know we've talked a lot today about getting back on the horse, and I feel like I do this a bit too much on GDIME, but it is something I'm constantly battling with, and I'm sure it resonates a lot with people. I think 2023 is a year of burnout for a lot of people. Maybe, I don't know. I saw someone else today post about it, and I was like, true, true. I'm going through that as well. I don't even know if I'm burned out though. I don't think I am. I've had a very successful year. You know, I started this year with about 50,000 subs on YouTube. We're at what, 170,000 now? Crazy, guys. How good is that? I like to remind myself that the channel's done really well really recently. I keep forgetting. I just got to make more fucking videos. But yeah, it's something I'm always going to be working on, I feel. I worked a few late nights last week, and I enjoyed that. And I still do like my late night design sessions, but I need to get back into actually designing, I think, is the thing. I can't just be an editor, can't just be a script writer. I gotta have my constant, which I think is designing. I would love to jump on and do a live stream as well for fun. I think that'd be an enjoyable experience. Probably on Twitch. That's where it'll be. I just want to do a little test stream soon, just to see if it's all my gadgets and gizmos are still working, if the people are still there, if they're still hanging around. But you know, it's tricky. There's a lot. I just got to do this video. I got to do it. And I think this was a good reset too, GDIME today, right? Like, I wanted to hop on, and I was about to not do a GDIME today. It's very easy to go 2 weeks off when you've done 1 week off, right? Like, it's hard to take a week off when you've done 10 in a row, but when you've already taken 1 off, oh my God, easy to take 2 off. So I really wanted to force myself, like, hey, do it. Get in there. Good reset. Get talking as well. I find like getting a lot of stuff out voice wise makes it easy for me to kind of film more stuff as well, because I find my voice a bit more as we go on. Because I've done a few recordings of the script for this recent video, and I listened back to the first 2, and I was like, God, not in it. That's not there. Like, it was too early in the morning, something like I hadn't warmed up my voice. So I was just kind of like, this design is blah, 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 instead of the classic, this design is good. We're going to talk about graphics, like the fun, exciting stuff that I think sounds better to listen to. This is where we get the mellow tones of Elliot is a Cool Guy. This is an exclusive. But yeah, guys, I think that might do it for this week's GDIME. We've gone for about 35 minutes, which I think is a perfect length for the GDIME. And I went into this one with nothing, which means that I can do it. Even if I have nothing, a good reminder for Elliot. Hey, thanks so much for listening in, for tuning in. Leave a comment if you want me to talk about anything in the next video. Also, if you have any YouTube ideas in general, because I've got a tight schedule coming up with like some ideas. Haha. Even ideas about this. I'm still unsure what I want to do with the thumbnails and stuff too. I think next year I'm going to start GDIME season 2 and do a complete, like, take it really seriously next year and then push GDIME hard. Because I'd like this to be a thing. I really do like. I think people like it. Everyone I've ever talked to about GDIME has said it's really good, and that's nice. Apart from the people who listen to it for 2 minutes and then go, "I couldn't do it. It feels like I'm talking to you. You're already my friend. I don't." And it's weird that I'm just listening to you talk to me. And to that I say, why were you listening to it in the first place? I specifically told you, do not listen to GDIME if you know me in person, but you did it anyway. You've gone behind my back. You've betrayed my trust. As far as I'm concerned, the blame is on you. You shouldn't be upset with me for making this a thing. It's not for you. It's for the community. And then they might say, I'm part of the community. And I say, well, that's something that comes with being a part of the community. Thanks so much for joining me. Sorry, that's when I meant to do this. I give myself to you. GDIME. That's I'll leave you on that. I give myself to you. GDIME. I give everything I have to you. You are my audience, and I love the audience. All right, thanks so much for watching, everyone, or listening. I'll see you next week with some more GDIME fun. Hopefully we'll have a video up on YouTube and we can just talk about that instead. Wouldn't that be nice? All right. See you guys next week. Love you. Bye. See ya.